And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. I apologize for cutting that duct tape short, but our series is starting. I also have confirmation. The reason why we were delayed is because after Tavo beat Jim Rising, he actually took off his shirt and he went for a run. He freaked out. He se tiró su ga, and he just went for a lap around his blockmate. He was so excited. Oh my god, no, I don't blame him. I don't blame him whatsoever. But now he has to settle down. He has to calm down because now we are diving into our next series, and it's going to be a completely different matchup. Oh my, we are going to be diving into a TvT, Terran versus Terran. Something we don't get too often in Latin America, but whenever we do try and cover it as best we can. Again, Terran is one of the more underrepresented races in the region. It is the best race in the region, you know, with Special and Kelazur at the top, but when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to the quantity, there aren't too many. But even though they don't have the quantity, they have the quality, mate. They've got it where it counts. And here we go there. No one lags out. We're all in. I was worried. And here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. For the first time here on the CranKy Ducklings, representing his brand new team. I did see in the chat, he does have a couple of teammates there. Representing Exeritus Ignat, it is SlayerMarine. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player representing Unidos por el Vicio. He just took down Jaime, Jim, Arturo Duran, Silencio. What a madman. 2-0. He took him down 2-0. It's the other Peruvian Terran representing Unidos por el Vicio. It is Tavo. Oof. Oh my god. A battle of the Peruvian Terrans. Let's go. We normally get this with Neo and Tavo, but now it's with Neo and SlayerMarine. And I see his teammates in the chat. I see Password in the chat. He's another Peruvian player. I also see, what is that? Javi? Xavi in the chat. Exeritus Ignat is a very, very large team. It's a very new team as well. They recently went crazy and picked up everyone. Fun fact, Cristiano, he actually joined them as well. Neo Shaggy joined them. And I'm sure a bunch of other regular players. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to see Exeritus kind of pop off and get all these players. And we'll see how they do. Again, they're still a very relatively new team when it comes to how big they've gotten. It was like a sudden explosion of interest. And we'll see how they do. Oh boy. Especially up against the more established teams like Unidos por el Vicio with the established pro players. Tavo is already going out across the map with his first Reaper. The Reapers actually do miss each other. Oh boy. So Tavo already shows up. He's going to be able to delay the CC on the low ground. Oh god, no. Oh, the SCV is going to get taken out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the Reaper of SlayerMarine also gets in, and it looks like he will also be looking to delay, but no! The second Reaper comes out just in time, and that CC is still in production. Oh god, the Frankel's fire! Oh, and Tavo will lose his second Reaper here, but at the same time, Tavo's also across the map. Oh no, he doesn't get his... He almost got surrounded, and he will get that SCV. Oh my god. So in the end, Tavo will kill... Oh my god, he's not stopping. 3 SCV kills, my god. And that CC is still not being built. Finally, SlayerMarine will get on top of it. SlayerMarine obviously did go for a faster CC. Oh my god, please don't lose another SCV. Oh no, he will. Ay, ay, ay. Tavo, please, not like this. Obviously, Tavo delayed his CC, but to make up for it, he did continue his Reaper production, his Hellion production as well, so he can be that much more aggressive and punish the greed of SlayerMarine. whereas he was focusing on his marine production and waiting for his marine production instead. And that will allow Tavo to try and out-micro his opponent. Another marine gets picked off. Finally, the CC will finish, and I believe it will finish, okay, at the same time as Tavo's. Of course, Tavo has to slowly float it over. Meanwhile, SlayerMarine is morphing his into an orbital. So because of that, the timings of the CCs are pretty similar, but Tavo was able to kill additional SCVs, so he does have that worker lead. Pretty big worker lead, to be honest. And with that, the Reaper actually gets all the way into the main base. We'll get a full scout of the main. He shouldn't get another worker kill. Fingers crossed. Uh oh, he shot first. Oh no! Oh, he was distracted by the SCV. Even though Tavo shot first, he does not kill the Reaper. So at least Slayer is able to clean all of that up. But Tavo isn't done. I've spoken with Neo before about this. Tavo does the same build every single game. He always goes for the Marine tank drop. And there's a way to hard counter this. Usually Neo rushes out a Cyclone and he tries to catch the drop as it comes in towards his base. But the Cyclone was out of position. The tank will siege up, and with that, the add-ons are now under threat. Ooh, the reactor will get taken out. We do have a Liberator going across the map, but we still have problems here. Jesus Christ. Oh no, the depot! Depot will be focused down as well. At least SlayerMarine does have a Liberator here, and there's no real answer. Never mind, we got a Cyclone. Oh no, not like this! Cyclone gets a lock on. Liberator will get focused down at the same time. Tank is still shelling away. He gets the depot. He even gets the tech lab on the factory. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, nice micro. That was able to keep his Marine alive. It looks like he did end up losing 2 SCVs across the map, but again, the Cyclone was still able to deal with that Liberator. And now finally, Tavo is forced to pick up and forced to get out of here. But Tavo's already dealt the damage. What did he do? He killed a reactor. He forced the liftoff of the racks. He killed the tech lab. He killed the depot. All for 2 SCVs. Team NV Tavo. Oh god. Meanwhile, oh god, I could see them in the chat. Oh god. Oh, did I see Team NV? Did I say that? Oh, my mistake if that's what I did. Oh god. Meanwhile, now things are finally calming down a little bit. Finally calming down. SlayerMarine finally has control over his side of the map. Even has his Cyclone patrolling here in his main just in case a drop tried to slip on forward. Unfortunately, the drop is headed towards the natural, not the main base. Oh god, is the tank gonna siege up? Not like this, mate. Not like this. Okay. SlayerMarine does notice that Tavo will back off. At the same time, we do have a drop headed across the map. Now it's SlayerMarine's turn to put the pressure on Tavo. There's a Cyclone, so he does have to be careful, but other than that Cyclone, there's not much else here. Stim, though, is not done. Decent lock-on, is able to focus on one of these Marines, but the Marines will nonetheless get into the main base. They get into the middle line. They're going to get a couple of these SCVs. Can they get more damage, though? At the same time, we do have the tank sieged up. Ooh, is able to delay the gas. Deny the gas in the natural. Cyclones do rock up. In the end, the drop will be cleaned up by Tavo. Almost loses a Raven. Jesus Christ. Speaking of almost losing a Raven, Tavo is looking to lose this tank. Left it a little bit too idle. Can you save it? Can you save it? Oh! Oh my god, no lock-on? No! Oh my god! Tavo! He barely escapes. Look at how red his units are in that medevac. Jesus Christ. Feels bad, man. Again, I'm sure he didn't intend for the Cyclone to lock onto the tank instead of the medevac. Because of that, the medevac just barely escapes, and Tavo has just been so efficient with his units. Look at the resources lost. It's been insane. Meanwhile, Slayer, he's not done. He's not out of this, not yet. He's here, he's pushing out across the map, and so far, he has gone unscouted. He scans, confirms the location of the army, which means he will be able to hit this 4th base, will force a cancel. And now he's going to try and get up this ramp. Oh, who sieges first? Looks like in the end, Tavo will siege first, but he will lose a couple of his tanks. The Marines are just too much here. And SlayerMarine, he focuses down not 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single tank gets focused down, and that may just be game. Oh no, the Vikings! Tavo, not like this. The Marines of SlayerMarine are popping up. There's nothing left. Only Vikings in the air, and that's gonna be it. Boys are forced off the line. Vikings are forced to land. And there's still just no answer to the tanks. Oh my god. And despite the early game, despite how well Tavo was performing, I will say he was honestly outperforming SlayerMarine in a lot of ways. He was just outpositioned, just like that. One swift move is all you need, and SlayerMarine was able to pull it off. Again, the Vikings are being cleaned up. Looking at the worker count, Tavo is only behind by 10 workers, so he can afford to lose a couple of these SCVs. He's not giving up. He's still here. He's pulling the boys. He's trying to surround with these Marines. Can he get a kill on all these tanks? And it looks like he just barely will. Oh, God. That was a tough hold. In the end, Tavo does hold, but losing 39 workers. It does go to show how far ahead he was in workers, but it shows the importance of positioning in TvT, right? Tavo had no idea where the army was. Meanwhile, SlayerMarine, he was so active with his scans. He was so on point with where everything was. Oh, takes a couple of tank shots to the face, though. You don't want to see that. Jesus Christ. Regardless, he will be able to brute force his way through all of this. He will be able to siege up, and he will be able to deny this third. Forces to lift up. Oh god, he's trying to focus down the CC. Will not get it in the end. But another 8 worker kills. It's one of those things where he's just starving Tavo out. Behind this SlayerMarine, he's fully saturated on 3 bases. He's getting a 4th. He's getting a 5th. Doesn't even care. And Tavo is just barely surviving. And barely surviving is not going to be good enough. He loses another tank. What does he have going for him right now? He's got a couple of Vikings. He's trying to reposition his 3rd base. He loses more SCVs. Like, there's just nothing here. The only answer for Tavo is if he went mech, but it's too late for that. He's committed to his tech path. Doesn't have any drop potential. He does have a lot of medevacs, but he doesn't have any Marines. Marines are finally popping out. Oh god, and we do see this is going to be the nail in the coffin. It's just a numbers game. There's just too much supply here. SlayerMarine is coming across the map, and oh no, the mules at the wrong time. Tank will go down, mules will go down. Quickly looking at the upgrades, we're currently even in upgrades, while SlayerMarine is about to pop off with +2 attack. Ay, ay, ay. And that's going to be all she wrote. Tavo, he pulls the boys for the 3rd time. He lands his Vikings. He barely holds on. Again, like, I'm impressed that Tavo's barely able to survive every single time, but he just loses so much every single time. Tank shots are going off, but GG gets called, and SlayerMarine takes game number 1 in this best of series. Oof. GG. The stand told me the top bottom corner intro thing. Yes, yes. Inferior and superior. Yes. That is here. That is how the Spanish casters, it's like superior and inferior. That's how Spanish casters do bottom left and top right. It's interesting. It's different. It's different. But that is how casters do intro that. And damn, just like that, SlayerMarine popped off in TvT. It's one of those things where Tavo, mate, what's going on? He was maybe being a little bit too lax. I don't blame him. Tavo, he was, again, looking very impressive in the start of the game. He was almost looking abusive with what he was getting away with. He had the massive SCV lead. He had the army lead as well. They were equal in tanks, I should say. He was ahead in Vikings. But at the end of the day, it's about tank positioning. It's about who sieges first. It's about out-positioning your opponent. And that's exactly what SlayerMarine did. GG. Oh my god, and now we're getting ready for game 2, and now suddenly things are very scary here. I imagine SlayerMarine, he's like, oh, thank god Tavo took down Jim. I'll be honest. I'm sure SlayerMarine is so happy that Tavo was able to take down Jim, and maybe SlayerMarine can make the run of his life. You know, maybe he can suddenly be the one to take down Tavo and to move on. It's possible, mate. It's possible. Oh my god, there's a lot of Spanish in the chat. The boys are here. Oh my god, we've got Neo, we've got Palomo, we've got Password, Tiratuga. Jesus Christ. They're all the boys are here. I love what Tiratuga's saying. He's like, yo, isn't SlayerMarine Diamond? He's playing well. He's not Diamond. But he is playing well. He is playing well. Damn. And here we go. We're diving into game number 2 of our quarterfinals match. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have our player who is currently leading this series. Our Peruvian Terran representing Exeritus Ignat. It is SlayerMarine. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player representing Unidos por el Vicio. He just took down Jaime. He just took down Jim. But he is also now down in this series, in this TvT. It is Tavo. Oh my god. Neo, he's fighting, he's cheering for his boy. Let's go. But I'm really concerned, especially because game 1 was on Berlingrad, game 2 is on Curious Minds. These are relatively small maps, and that means, like, if you don't have your eye on your opponent's army, they can maneuver across the map very quickly. And that is what, like, that's where I want to give props to SlayerMarine. He was very active with his scans. Like, he was scanning constantly to see where Tavo was. And once he figured that out, he's like, okay, look, I know where you are, I know where I can go, and I know where I can pop off. And that's exactly what happened. Nice RNG there, by the way. Nice cheeky RNG. But yeah, and that's something that Tavo lacked. Tavo was, again, I feel like was maybe a little bit too lax about his play and about how he was approaching this series, and he needs to take this more seriously. Like, come on, Tavo, I know you're riding that high after beating Jim, but you know, you gotta tighten up. You know, SlayerMarine is he's not just any random diamond player, you know? He's not like Password or Facebooka, right? He's actually good. Oh god. Alright, here we go. The first Reaper does get across the map. Looking to again try and do some shenanigans. This time Tavo does throw down his CC on the low ground, but as we see much later compared to his opponent, that is because Tavo is prioritizing his Reaper production. So he's going to be a little bit more aggressive and try and get ahead that way. It looks like he will not be able to delay the CC though, so a bit of a feels bad, man. Can he get some more SCV kills though? Can he delay some production? Oh, looks like he will. We'll get one kill in the SCV in the main base, and maybe an SCV in the main as well. In the mineral line, I should say. As Uli tries to dive on top of that Reaper, and he will get it, but he'll lose a Reaper of his own. Ay. Was that worth? I mean, it looks like he's going to get another SCV. So 2 SCVs and a Reaper for 1 Reaper. Not bad, not bad. And now he's able to join up with his Hellion. This would have been huge. If he had a Hellion and 2 Reapers, like, these Marines would not be long for this world. Unfortunately, it is not the case. But the Reaper gets back into the main and up. Third SCV. Again, in the early game, it does feel like Tavo, he does have the control and the micro to abuse SlayerMarine a little bit. But because of the openers, Tavo needed to get SCV kills. Like, his CC was so delayed compared to his opponent. That is why, like, the worker difference, despite getting 3 kills, isn't that big. You know, we have even workers at the moment. Meanwhile, once again, Tavo is working on his drop. Medevac comes out, tank is out, and he's going to be zooming across the map. This is the downside of Tavo's play. I know we've criticized Tavo of this before, and that is the fact that he does kind of have one way of playing, and he does it over and over and over again. And to be fair, he gets good at it, he refines it, he perfects it, but because of that, he also becomes very predictable, is the word I want to use there. And this time the Cyclone was in position in the main, but unfortunately the tank still gets dropped down. SlayerMarine was not able to deny it. Uh-oh. Takes one tank volley to the face. This time, because of the map, because of the building positioning, the add-ons are not exposed. So it looks like Tavo's not going to deal anywhere near as much damage as he would have in game number 1. Thankfully, because of the map, because of the spawn locations. If it was reversed, then the depot and the add-ons would be exposed. Meanwhile, Tavo just being a little bit cheeky, just trying to find whatever damage he can. I love it. Oh god. The chat keeps on going. Cristiano's here as well. Yo, Funada Cristiano. Wait, Cristiano, password también. I didn't see you guys in the bracket. You know, Facebooka, at least Facebooka signed up. At least he signed up for Sentimiento Latino. Everyone else, right? I see them lacking in the chat. I see them lacking. Speaking of lacking, drop comes into the main base once again. Yo, Tavo just abusing his opponent. Doesn't siege up, picks up. He's able to just barely get away with another 2 SCV kills. Ugh, Slayer really struggling to keep up. But at the same time, he's not stopping with his macro. You know, this is kind of what was happening in the last game, where sure, these drops were dealing damage, sure, a couple of SCVs were getting picked off here and there, but Slayers was able to still go across the map and deal that damage. Meanwhile, he opened up with some Banshees, 2 Banshees going across the map with that cloak. Quickly checking the vision of Tavo, did he see? He did spot, he did see the tech lab researching, so he should be getting ready. Yeah, he does have a Raven in the main. In the natural, I should say. So he does have detection. Engineering bays are about to finish up for those turrets as well. Oh my god, there's actually a Raven in both mineral lines. Oh, is it going to be enough? Looks like it just barely is. Banshees rock up, and oh no, the Cyclone, the lock-on! Up, 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 up. Banshee will get sniped. So again, Tavo with a very nice scout and a very nice reaction to the scout, being completely 100% prepared for those Banshees, shuts them down, they don't get any damage whatsoever, and now SlayerMarine is in that much of a worse position because his build didn't really come to fruition. He still does have 1 Banshee, I believe. Am I crazy? Oh, he does. Still has 1 Banshee that's active out on the map, but he accidentally left Cloak on, so he just lost all of his energy. He can't recloak. Missile Turret isn't done though, so at least this Banshee will get some worker kills. Oh, actually goes to the Mule. Oh my god. Doesn't get the Mule in the end, but he will get 3 SCVs. Not bad. But finally, the Banshee will get focused down, and now Tavo can focus on his main army, and this is where I worry a little bit. We do have a scan. SlayerMarine is getting ready to push in. He does confirm the army. Oh my god, are we going to see a repeat of game 1? Tavo did have control of the watchtower though, so he does see at the same time he's getting ready for a bit of a drop towards the main base. This time he is sieged. This time he will not be caught unawares. Shout out to Tavo. And SlayerMarine doesn't find a way in. Not yet. Not yet. He goes for another scan. Again, does spot the army siege. And we do have a drop into the main base. Ooh, it looks like the medevac was sniped though. But these 4 Marines, mate, 4 Marines are doing a lot of damage. Oh god, oh no. The army's trying to respond. All the production is delayed. Unfortunately, the Marines didn't go into the mineral line. But, you know, they still did what they could. Paid for themselves in the end. As SlayerMarine rotates around, does get within Sensor Tower range. So Tavo, man, he's already here, he's already ready. 4th base is a little bit vulnerable. SlayerMarine only just now starting his own. And it looks like SlayerMarine is going to try and force a cancel. Can he force it? Oh my god, that CC was so close to finishing. We do have a couple of disables being thrown down. Oh my god, just like that, 2 tanks of SlayerMarine just get taken out. And he only has 3 left, about to be 2. About to be one. Oh my god. The Raven energy just doesn't stop, and it looks like Tavo will clean this up, but he was forced to cancel his CC. So just like that, SlayerMarine's fourth is faster, but he just lost a lot of army. Ay, 5 tanks. He just lost 5. His tank count was reset. He only has 2 left. And now it's Tavo's turn to counterattack. And honestly, I don't know if SlayerMarine can stop him. Especially because of the Ravens. The Ravens are gathering energy. They have an auto turret. Soon they're going to have a disable. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. 1 Raven does get picked off. Oh boy. Still has 1 Raven left. Is it going to be enough? He's trying to push on forward, and SlayerMarine, he just cannot engage with this, so he just unsieges. Is he going to go for a base trade? May as well. And Tavo, he's going to make a decision. Is he going to commit? And he will commit to the base trade. He does have an army at home. He will siege up, does have a tank, and I don't even know if Slayer can break this. He's going to attempt to. He's going to try. At the same time, Tavo's pushing into the natural base of Slayer. And there's just nothing to stop him. There's not even a tank here in the main. I don't know about this. I will say that Tavo is taking a long time to break into the main base. So because of that, SlayerMarine, he's given the opportunity to maybe make something happen. You know, he's going to be able to get a tank out in the end. But I don't know if that's going to be really enough because Tavo's almost maxed out. Like, he's just got so much army to work with. And there we go. He finds a way into the main. Even see a disable on the tank. And with that, the entire army here of SlayerMarine is going to get cleaned up. At the same time, he's trying to find a way into the natural, into the third. Oh, and he will get a couple of tank shots off. But he is all in here. Like, he's going to end up. We already have a planetary fortress just finished up. May SlayerMarine, you gotta go. You gotta go, buddy. He unsieges. He comes back. Oh, no. Maybe he can catch the Vikings. Maybe. He turns around, but Tavo, he comes on forward. He has the upgrade advantage. He takes out every single tank. There's only 1 left. And no, the Vikings. No, not like this. Puppy, please. The tank gets taken out. And this is everything that Slayer has left. Feels bad, man. GG gets called, and Tavo will take game number 2. GG. GG. Well played. And now, we are going to the ace match. Oh my god, there's a lot of chat to catch up on. Oh god. Ahorita Tavo lo limpia. Saca su escoba. Oh my god. Oh god, I gotta catch up on the chat. Can I join? Everyone wants to join the cast. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta funada some people. You didn't even sign up. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. We gotta set up the lobby. We gotta set it up. Gotta invite the people. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Where's Nia? Where's Nia? Where's Nia? Where's Nia? Oh god. I gotta try and get Neo in here. God, he took too long. He took too long. Okay, here we go. Here we go. As we're getting ready for game number 3, and I will welcome.
Hello.
I will welcome to the stream the lovely, the beautiful. Welcome, Neo. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I just came here to watch this insane game 3 of this series. I was watching the stream. Actually, fell asleep before the tournament. I forgot there was Sentimiento Latino today. But I am here.
Yo, Funada, Neo. Funada.
Okay, here we go. Follow your camera.
Yes, here we go. We're getting ready for the ace match, game number 3 of this quarterfinals match, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have a newcomer to Sentimiento Latino. We have the Peruvian Terran representing Exeritus Ignat. It is SlayerMarine.
And in the upper right side of the map, 2000 Atmospheres representing Unidos por el Vicio, he is the Peruvian Terran. He is Tavo.
Oh my god.
Here we are.
Yes, Neo, tell me what's been going on in the chat, mate. I saw everyone showed up, all los peruanos showed up, his teammates, SlayerMarine's teammates. What's been happening, mate? Oh my god.
We were just cheering for Tavo, and their teammates from SlayerMarine appeared, and they started to cheer for SlayerMarine. So that's it. That's what happened. We get the chat completely messed up.
Yo, exclamation mark Funada chat in the chat. Shaking my head. But yeah, like, you know, how has this TvT gone? Mate, were you watching Tavo versus Jim? Were you watching?
Yeah, I was watching Tavo versus Jim. It was insane.
Yeah,
actually, Tavo surprised me even more. I was expecting a good result by him, but not a 2-0. Actually, it was very insane by him. I'm looking forward to see how he performs against other third players or even other Protoss players.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. That's the issue at the moment, is that ahead of him is going to be a Protoss, or either of these players, right? It's not going to be a Zerg. It's going to be either Paco Mike or Shakti. And, you know, TVP, you know, I know you have some thoughts about TVP.
Yeah, we can't say those thoughts here. That will be completely biased.
We'll get banned, mate.
An unbiased cast.
We'll get banned. Oh my god. I already got a warning from Twitch when Cristiano was like talking about like the Holocaust and stuff. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what Cristiano was on about.
So here we are, Rebel Battle. Do you see that movement by SlayerMarine? That was very interesting. That was quite popular long ago. You move one ECB to fight your opponent's Reaper with your Reaper. And he actually delayed Tavo's CC. Oh, his Reaper's about to die.
Reaper, please! Oh, it just barely survives. And oh, he actually gets a Reaper kill of Tavo.
It's very impressive. Actually, playing early game against Tavo, it's really insane. He controls the Reapers and the Hellions very, very good.
Yeah, like,
and he keeps up the also, almost lost the Reaper. Oh, he lost the Reaper.
He loses the Reaper in the end. I was about to say, like, imagine, you know, this with Tavo having an extra Reaper. Like, again, he probably would have been able to kill all of these Marines. But thankfully, SlayerMarine was able to stop that from happening. And this time he doesn't lose too many SCVs. Usually, every single game so far, Tavo has been getting in and getting a lot of worker kills.
Yeah, it's because the map, because there are not many big ramps, so you can only have this path to attack with the Reaper and the Hellions. And also, he only got 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion, so the main push he's gonna do now is the Tank Marine drop that he does every single game.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about. Like, Tavo, he's a great player, but he's also the kind of player who, you know, I know Mario used to be like this, where he's got one build and he just focuses on that one build and he like perfects it, you know, like that's what he does. And because like if you do the same thing against a player every single game, like the opponent should be getting better, right?
You see, this is fine, I think, but the Liberator will be game changer here. Because if SlayerMarine moves the Liberator and puts it near to the corner where the Overlord usually sits up, I don't think the Marines can hit it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried because okay, there we go. I was gonna say last time he just sent the Liberator across the map. This time, there we go. Liberator does siege up and it will force Tavo back.
Cyclone. Oh. Okay, that's fine. SlayerMarine got no damage. And he's ahead on workers? Yeah, he has 4 more workers. That's because he opened Reaper expansion.
Yep. Exactly. Meanwhile, Liberator's coming across the map. I mean, we already have a Cyclone ready and waiting, but I do appreciate that this time he kept the Liberator at home to begin with. Meanwhile, Tavo, he's going to dive into the natural. Up.
Nope. SlayerMarine, please.
Oh, no!
He was sitting there like AFK.
Yeah, feels bad, man. They drop 3 more SCVs, go down. Liberator actually comes back home
without any SCV kills, so that's pretty good for Tavo. He can keep out his economy. Actually, no, almost got SlayerMarine on workers, just 2 behind.
Yeah. Well, I do like this. Liberator actually rotates around towards the main base. This time the Cyclone is not in position, so SlayerMarine, he's actually going to get some kills.
Oh, this is... Well, Tavo was about to get SlayerMarine and workers, but not anymore, I think. Yeah, not anymore. Just 5 behind. And also, SlayerMarine seems quite fast by this build. This build is very popular amongst Xeritos players. They don't play the usual 2 gas into Raven Viking and stuff. They usually go for fastest team and a 3 racks push with tanks and medivacs. They don't do Ravens. It's very common amongst them.
I guess it shows that I imagine they practice a lot together and they share knowledge and they all, you know, work on the same thing. Maybe?
Usually. Okay. That's it. But I'm sure the push with Ravens is way more powerful. Because if Tavo hits now with turrets and tank siege, actually those Marines are gonna melt. But no, it is choke.
Oh god! He's gonna try and force his way up. We do have an anti-armor missile on the army, and he does get one of the tanks.
No! Oh! Yes, he almost got it. He got the 3 tanks, and you see, SlayerMarine can do nothing.
Yeah.
He only has 60 Marines, barely, against 3 tanks. Yeah. He's dead, mate.
Yeah, like we all know TvT, like his tank count was reset and he doesn't have another tank on the way. He just has Marines on the Cyclone. That's it.
Oh, maybe a little bit of overreaction by Tavo. They're dropping the turrets, but it's good. Still, 9 workers killed by Tavo, and he is far ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Tavo is so far ahead.
We finally have another tank in production, but it's still on the way. It's still so far away, and without that, like, how can SlayerMarine break out? You could argue maybe he should try and go for a bit of a drop or try and maybe catch the army a little bit. There isn't that much protecting these tanks, but oh god, he's just kind of stuck here.
Yeah, he's stuck. Yeah, he can do that. He can try it, but still, it's gonna be a bad trade.
Yeah.
But that will be the only way to clear this contain.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you drop, you attack from all sides, you pull the boys as well, and sure, it's a bad trade, but then at least you get to land your 3rd CC. Like right now, he's still stuck on 2 bases.
Yep. He's gonna be the contain in 2 bases until he does something to clear this. Meanwhile, Tavo is getting 1-1, 4 base, more barracks, more economy, setting up his... Oh, he's sending one small drop. I don't think that drop is gonna make the difference. He needs more Marines by that side. He needs to actually do a massive concave.
Yes. I 100% agree. You know, like split up your Marines, maybe half and half, maybe even more on the right-hand side. Here we go. He's getting ready. He's pulling the boys. He's getting ready for a surround. But the reinforcements are coming in.
Man.
Yo, he's breaking through. He gets all the tanks.
He got all the tanks. He only lost 14 SCVs, but still, he got something. why Tavo is so far ahead in workers. I don't want to see the difference. It's insane.
You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Tavo, he has the workers, but he lost a lot of tanks there, especially because he rallied his 2 newest tanks across the map. So he only has 1 here to defend. Maybe SlayerMarine can not necessarily push at the 3rd, but maybe find a way maybe in towards the natural base or outposition his opponent.
He can try to outposition Tavo, and he needs to make something different, because if not, Tavo will be even more ahead this game.
Yeah, exactly. You see SlayerMarine sieging up. He will, I guess, deny the 4th base.
kind of, yeah, kind of.
It's something, okay? It's something.
Something, mate. It's good.
Yeah.
Tavo is floating a bit too much on the minerals.
A bit?
Yeah, just a bit. This is usual in TvT. I think so.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Meanwhile, okay, there's only 1 tank covering this 3rd base, so maybe SlayerMarine is going to try and find a way in, but he's within Sensor Tower range, so I mean, Tavo sees everything. He just repositions.
Tavo sent a drop of 60 Marines. This is going to the natural of SlayerMarine. It's going to kill even more workers. So SlayerMarine is broke, mate. Like, yeah. Small run by Marines gets 7 SCVs. That's cool. He got base. What?
Yeah, I guess he got the base.
What?
Oh my god. He got the CC. The drop will finally be cleaned up.
Well, he got the game. Like, 1 drop made got the game completely.
Wow.
SlayerMarine is going back with his tanks and Marines and Medivacs, but I don't think he dealt the damage he needed to get back into the game.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe he was hoping to catch the Medivacs in the middle of the map or something as they were coming back home, but unfortunately he missed them. And now Tavo, he's close to maxing out. He's getting his 4th base up and running, and he's ready to end the game. Meanwhile, this is it. Slayers, he sieges up.
Two Marines against one Marines. This is completely disastrous for SlayerMarine, and Tavo just gets there, overrun the entire army, and go to SlayerMarine base to close out this game.
Yeah, there's nothing left, mate. There's a handful of Marines. I mean, SlayerMarine, he finally retakes his natural base, which is great. But it's not going to be enough.
Oh, GG! Tavo won this series, 2-1. I was worried about game 1.
Mate, game 1 was so sad. It was like,
It was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Completely unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, actually, Tavo usually in TvT has spread Marines around the map to catch if there is any run by, push, or whatever it is. But that game, he forgot to do it. So that's why he got out-positioned. But if he spread Marines like usual, I think that push... I don't know.
Yeah.
Would that not happened?
Regardless, massive shout out to SlayerMarine and to Exeritus Ignite, because honestly, that's the first time I ever casted SlayerMarine. That's the very first time. And I was very impressed with how he played and what he was able to accomplish. It's one of those things where even though he lost this series, like there were still like some really good moments there. Like I was like, damn.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna keep casting. Nice. Yeah, I'm very happy with SlayerMarines seeing that in this tournament. I'm very happy to see new players come up. Whenever they come from, I'm very proud to see new players coming up. Like actually, SlayerMarine, he is 4.9 KMMR, so that's very good. Yeah. Hope he gets to 5K soon, and actually wanna see him keep growing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can always use more Terran players in Latin America. You know, like we don't have we don't have too many of them.
Yeah, especially more mech players. What?
What?
We can ask for